Morning student, this is lecture number 4, unit number 1, reproduction in lower and higher plant. We have seen in last lecture pollination. In pollination there are abiotic and biotic agents. Now we will see a further topics. Outbreeding device contrivances. Many plants have mechanisms that discourage or prevent self-pollination. Genetic diversity is an essential factor for evolution by natural selection. The example of outbreeding device are as follows: unisexuality, disogamy, protandry, protogamy, prepotency, heterostyle, hercogamy, and self-incompatibility. First one, we will see unisexuality. The plant bear either male or female flower. It is called as a dioecium. For example, mulberry and papaya. Second one, disogamy. Another, anther and stigma mature at different type in bisexual flower so as to prevent self-pollination. There are two types, protandry and protogeny. First one we will see protandry. In this type, androecium mature earlier than the gynoecium. Next one, protogeny. In this type, gynoecium mature earlier than androecium. Next, prepotency. Pollen grain of other flower germinate rapidly over the stigma. Heterostyle. In heteromorphic flower, pollen grain produced from anther pollinate stigma produced at same level. Hercogamy. It is the mechanical device to prevent self-pollination in a bisexual flower. Self-incompatibility. This is genetic mechanism due to which the germinate of pollen on stigma of the same flower. Next point is pollen pistil interaction. It is the interaction of pollen grain with sporophytic tissue. It being with pollination and ends with fertilization. All the events from the deposition of pollen grain on stigma to the entry of pollen tube in the ovule are referred as pollen pistil interaction. Compatibility and incompatibility of the pollen pistil is determined by special protein. The compatible pollen absorb water and nutrient from the surface of stigma, germinate and produce pollen tube. The pollen tube is finally pushed through the ovule and reaches the embryo sac. It also plays important role in sexual reproduction and seed formation. Next point, double fertilization. Double fertilization is a complex fertilization mechanism in flowering plant. After pollen grain has reached the surface of the stigma, it germinates and forms a pollen tube which penetrate the stigma, style, ovary, chamber, and then enter the ovule. It usually enter the ovule through the micropyle. It is termed as a progamy. But in some cases, it is found to enter through the chalaza, is known as chalazogamy, and in some plant by piercing the integument called mesogamy. Finally, it penetrates embryo sac of ovule through its micropylar end, both the male gamete particles, and therefore it is described as or called double fertilization. First one we will see in first figure, progamy. Progamy means it usually enter ovule through the micropyle it is termed as progamy. Means in that figure, pollen tube are enter from the micropyle. It is the progamy process. This is the chalaza. This is the nucleus. In that nucleus, this antipodal. These are polar nuclei, and this one is egg cell. This is pollen tube. These are integument, and these are synergid. So progamy means it is pollen tube enter into the through the micropyle. It is called the progamy. Second one, chalazogamy. But in some case it is found to enter through chalaza, known as a chalazogamy. In chalazogamy we will see that in figure chalazogamy. Pollen tube are totally enter into the ovule from the chalaza. It is called as the chalazogamy. Third one, and in some plant by piercing the integument called the mesogamy. We will see in figure mesogamy. There are two pollen tubes are enter into the ovule. We are called that the mesogamy. This all process is called double fertilization. There is significance of double fertilization. It also helps to avoid polyembryonic. It is unique feature of angiosperm. It ensures that the parent plant invests a seed with a food store only if the egg is fertilized. The diploid zygote develop into an embryo, which consequently develop into a new plant. These are the significance of double fertilization. Next one, development of endosperm. The triploid primary endosperm nucleus repeatedly divides mitotically to form nutritive tissue called endosperm. The formation of triploid endosperm nucleus triggers cell division, which leads to formation of endosperm. There are three types of endosperm on the basis of mode development. There is the nuclear type, cellular type, and last one, halobial type. First one, we will see nuclear type. It is the most common type found in 161 angiospermic families. A big central vehicle appear in the center of cell, pushing the nuclei toward the periphery. Walls develop between the nuclei, hence multicellular endosperm is found. Example, wheat, sunflower. This is the figure of nuclear type. This one is zygote, oospore. In that, these are converted into the embryo and endosperm. There are the multicellular endosperm is formed. Second type, cellular type. In some plant, division of triploid primary endospermic nucleus is immediately followed by wall formation. It is mostly observed in 72 families. Example, Balsam and Adoxa. This figure is the cellular type. This one is the oospore. These are embryo, and these are endosperm are formed. The endosperm is the wall of the nucleus. Third one is halobial type. In this case, first division of primary endosperm nucleus is followed by a transverse wall which divides the cell unequally. The smaller cell is called chalazal cell. Larger cell, the micropylar cell. This is the figure of halobial type. This one is the oospore, and these are the ready for This is the embryo and this one is the endosperm. So last point, development of embryo. The process of development of zygote into embryo is called embryogenesis. The embryo is developed at the micropylar end of embryo sac. The growth of embryo trigger only after a certain amount of endosperm is formed. The zygote divides to form two-celled pro-embryo. The larger cell toward the micropyle is called basal or suspensor initial cell, and smaller cell toward chalaza is called terminal or embryonal initial cell. The first cell of the suspensor toward the micropylar and becomes swollen and function as ostracism. The lowermost cell of suspensor is known as hypophysis. The suspensor help in pushing the embryo in endosperm. In development of embryosperm, there are two types. First one, development of dicot embryo and development of monocot embryo. We will see in next lecture.